Hi everybody! Do you know what time it is? It's cursive time! So, I love cursive and I think it's so important for you to learn because when I was a kid, my grandma wrote everything in cursive and so I had to know how to read it. And I can vividly remember learning cursive and using it in 3rd grade and earning the privilege to write cursive with a pen. And so it's just really fun. And you need to know cursive so you can have a signature one day, which is a distinctive way that you write your name that identifies you. So we have learned all of the lowercase cursive letters at this point, and we've learned 2 of the uppercase letters. The uppercase letters we've learned are A and O, but I want to talk about A one more time before we move on to the other letters. When you're doing the A, 2nd graders have a tendency to just start here, go down, and kind of do this, which is okay, but instead of just starting at the top and going straight down, the best way to do an A is kind of start down here a little bit. You see how I'm not right at the top of the line? And you go up and you make a little hump first, and then you come down and meet back up right at that spot and come out. And it creates a nicer letter. And so a lot of the letters we'll use start with like that little hump first. So you're not always starting directly at the top line. So let's keep that in mind because we're going to be using that, doing the little hump first method for the next 2 letters that we're learning. The next 2 uppercase letters that we're learning are D and C today. So for you to do this lesson with me, if you can have your whiteboard or a big piece of paper that you can draw on. So right now, you can pause me and go get the supplies you need, and we can work through this together. So everyone just pause, go get the supplies, and then click unpause when you're ready to start. So whenever we're doing a lesson, I always ask you make a road. So make your road so that way it's nice and straight. Oops. Almost fix it. And capital letters, D and C do not have descenders, which means they don't go below the line. But if we want to practice writing a full word, you need to make sure you have space at the bottom for descenders. So do your top line, your bottom line, your midline, and let's get started. So D, capital D in cursive is kind of a funky one. I've had to do it all my life because my name starts with Diana. But let me show you. So instead of starting at the top line, we're going to start just down a little bit, and you make your little hump. See my little hump? And then you follow, oops, it's hard to do this not on the whiteboard or at school. Make the hump, come all the way down, and then you make a little squiggle circle right here. Then you come forward, go back up, and do the baseball cap. Okay? Now, because D ends up here in the air, do you think you're able to connect it to the rest of the cursive word? No, because for you to connect it to the next letter, you'd have to like draw a line way down here. So D is one of those cursive uppercase letters that you just write the cursive uppercase letter and leave it by itself and then write the rest of the word. So I'm going to do another D just to show you. So I start, I make my hump, I come over, squiggle circle, come back up, touch it, make my baseball cap. So now pause me right here and do 2 uppercase D's on your own. Okay, now I'm going to erase the uppercase D and we're going to practice one D name. Let me see. I don't have any D first names in my class, so we will do my first name. So do your road with your midline. Okay, so I don't start right at the top. I come down a little bit. I do my hump, come down, loop, follow out, make my baseball cap. And then I write the rest of my letters. D-I, A, N, A. Go back and dot your I. Now, if I was to critique this a little bit, I didn't touch the line up here on these letters. All of them should be touching the midline, and my bottom line was a little bit wobbly, so it was kind of hard to follow along. But there's Diana. Now pause the video and you try writing Diana also. After you've written Diana, erase your board, and let's move on to C, which I think is the easiest capital cursive letter in the whole wide world. So make your road. So you probably don't need reminding, but here's a print C, a print capital C. And here's the cursive capital C. All you do is you do a little tick mark right here, and then you come back and make a C. So it's pretty much exactly the same as the print C. The only difference was you added a little bit of thing right there, and then you're gonna come out a little bit further because you're connecting to the rest of the word. So C, since it ends right here, you can easily connect to the rest of the word. So at this point, practice your 2 C's. And let's do a name that starts with C. Caden. I'm gonna do Caden. And then I might do Cecilia too. So do your road. And then Caden. So I do my tick mark. Big C. Connect to the A. Connect to the D. And then a lovely E. And N. Caden. All right, and one more, and then we're done. You practice Caden too. Practice at home. And we're doing one more. Hi, McNair. Okay, so the next word is a little bit longer, so try to make your letters squish together. Cecilia is C, E, C, I, L, I, A. Cecilia. Oops. Okay, so practice these at home, practice on your whiteboard, whatever you have working, and then do pages 108 and 109 in your handwriting books. And then we'll move on to the next letter next week. All right, bye guys.